Peugeot Boxer thermostat replacement. So to get to thermostat, which is all the way down there, I'm going to take this intake grill out, the two screws, one up there and one there, little Phillips screws. Take the grill out. Then you'll have 10mm nuts, one inside there, two on this side. Take them out, and there should be some bolts under the scuttle here and here. On my van they're not there, so I'm not going to bother with them. And then it's just a matter of maneuvering this intake box out. Once that is out, you'll see there's plenty of more room, and as you can see now, we got plenty more room. Now just follow the top hose from the radiator. It's there, and that will take you to thermostat housing, and we need to take off the side where that top hose is. It's quite hard to see. There you go, it's there. That there is the top hose. So underneath that thermostat housing is, I believe it's 10mm. Come on, phone. My phone thinks that, right, okay, there is that in the center of the screen is a 10mm bolt. That's what we need to remove, and that is gonna be a bit of trek to get to there. Unfortunately, it's not one of the easiest things to film. And here it is, the bolt is out. Now you should be able to jiggle that housing out. Yep. Now we can access. Managed to take two big hoses off. Now I can undo these three bolts here. The little T25 Torx. And there you go. That's undone, and here's our thermostat. Pay attention to this little notch. That's where this little overflow bowl goes, on that side. So let's get our new thermostat. Just gonna visually compare it to the old one first. Right, there you go, they are both same size, both reading at 88 Celsius. So let's install it. Installation procedure, opposite of removal. So we got our notch on that side there for this little ball valve. Make sure it goes that way, and then we're going to put a cap on, spigot, and tighten it all up. Right, once we have tightened all these Jubilee clips, hose clips, we're going to put the plug for temperature gauge back on. There it is, clip that back on and refill the system. I have refilled it already, and this is the air bleed valve. Sometime works, but doing it with finger. As you can see, the air is escaping. Maybe even hear it. And our coolant level is dropping. And there you go. That part of the job is done. Now I'm going to start the engine and let it run for a bit and check for the leaks before I put this air intake box on. Actually, almost forgot, on top of this hose that leads from the thermostat towards radiator, that's the highest point. I'm gonna just undo this little bit just to let some air escape from there as well. Now I'm gonna put lid back on and start the engine.
With a chance to win on favourite slot games like Starburst, Genie Jackpots and Rainbow Vic.
Now I'll have to watch for any possible leaks. I got my hand right underneath the thermostat and wiped off all the spilled stuff, and I just checked it with a hand. It's all dry there now. I'll leave it to run about 5-10 minutes, and then I'm gonna get my hand down there again and try it. Hopefully no leaks. Right, instead of idling on the spot, I'm gonna go for a little drive and just see how quickly temperature is going to rise to normal operating temperature. I'm gonna watch it on my little OBD reader. Right, date stream. All I need really is coolant temperature. Nice, 44 already. Okay, I'll turn the camera off whilst I'm driving, but I can see it's actually now 45. It's going to bring the revs slightly. Right, I'm gonna go for a little drive. It's now fluctuating on 44, 45. Okay. Right, back home. Now it's 1902. Temperature is 86 degrees Celsius. About 18:59, about 3 minutes ago, it reached 90 degrees Celsius, and then fairly quickly dropped down to about 86, 87, and then reached 89, and it's just fluttering now around 88, which is as it's supposed to be. So now it's 86, 85, 86. I'm idling, and that needle there, it's sitting halfway up. It used to be, well, up to I changed the thermostat, I would drive it even for 50-55 minutes, and it would not reach quarter of the temperature, and as soon as I stop, that temperature would just drop down, almost touching the base point. So definitely that old thermostat was not right. I'm going to check it now for the leaks and then put that intake, air intake scuttle back on. And there you go, intake scuttle, it's been put back in, mesh as well, job done. Right, following morning, after thermostat change, 3 degrees, yeah, it's cold, we'll see how it's going to warm up now, and if we are lucky we might get DPF regeneration, and then we're going to see how it's going to work with DPF regen. And within about 10 minutes of driving it has reached full working temperature and started running normally. It didn't run rich anymore, it didn't overfuel, and eventually after maybe 3 or 4 days it did go into regen mode again, and smoke generated from regen has been halved. So overfueling during a regen was actually caused by engine running cold, definitely. So I just need to now, regards to my DPF regenerations, I have to do something else on it as well, but regards to overfueling and running rich, that part is solved. It was just thermostat stuck open.